What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be doing another unboxing and reviewing of a fragrance called Ocean Noir by Malul London. I know they did a couple of fragrances with Ash over at Gent Scents. He's a much larger channel you guys have probably heard of, but this is not one of those ones, but it did score really well, actually better than some of those ones on Fragrantica with a, I believe it was a 4.26 out of 5. So it scores really well. I figured I'd check it out. This was released in 2021, so pretty recent release. It's been getting a little bit of hype recently, and it has top notes of sea notes, tangelo, and coconut, so very nice and tropical. Middle notes of seaweed, yarrow, and geranium. Okay, so keeping it masculine, but still kind of ocean themed. And then base notes of nice sweet tonka bean, amberwood, and musk. Okay. So let's check it out. As far as presentation, the box is pretty nice, matte texture to it. It says Malul London on it, Ocean Noir. This is a 100 ml and it's eau de parfum concentration. So we'll open the box up, and inside there's a velvety sort of a foam in there that's keeping it from getting all smashed up in the mail. And let's get the bottle out. It's a nice heavy bottle, okay? So it's got thick glass on the bottom, nice dark blue glass, very ocean themed. So that's very nice. I like how heavy it is. And then here's the cap, a nice heavy metal cap, okay? It's not magnetic, but it does stick on really nicely. And then it looks like, yeah, both the collar and the atomizer are both metal. So good presentation. I would give it probably a solid 8.5 presentation. Nothing too crazy or new or notable. But it is nice, and it is nice and heavy. So let's give it a spray and let's see how the atomizer works. Okay, I will say the straw inside of the atomizer, it goes straight down. So I'm hoping that it's curved enough at the bottom that we'll be able to get all the juice out. My only concern with that is sometimes it's better to have your straw curve out to the side so that you can get the very last bit of juice. You guys know I don't like to waste, so we'll see. Okay, nice pressurized atomizer. You guys see that? Here, let me show you the action of that baby. Woo! Okay, and I can smell it from here. Ooh. Okay, very nice and aquatic. Right off the bat. I'm getting the tangelo, but it's just very sea-like. I don't get a whole lot of coconut, but it's a nice sweetness to it, on almost that Invictus bubblegummy sweetness. But nicely mixed with the tangelo. Ooh, I'm not super familiar with the note of yarrow. I think it's sort of an aromatic, yeah, a green aromatic herb, but I don't get a whole lot of that. I'm mostly getting these sea notes, very nice aquatic tangelo, subtle sweetness, maybe a little geranium. Maybe the seaweed is just kind of a general greenness. Base notes, I'm definitely getting some of that tonka bean coming through. Maybe a little bit of a musk, but it's a clean musk. It's not very animalic, which is nice, you know, when they're doing kind of an ocean themed or an aquatic fragrance. You don't want to have the animalic musks. You want kind of those clean macrocyclic musks. Yeah, that's very nice. It really has this Invictus vibes almost, but an aquatic twist on it. I really like the tangelo. Maybe they're just using like a methyl-laetone for their coconut, so it just has a creaminess to it, a smoothness to it. So it smooths it out, and it doesn't make it a whole lot of coconutiness, but it just really gives it a good, well-blended vibe to it. I'm surprised. I was a little iffy with seaweed. I don't know if I want to smell like seaweed, but it doesn't come through that much, guys. So, you know, maybe that's a little bit of marketing, but I think they did a good job on not putting too much seaweed in there, because I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to smell like seaweed. This actually smells really good. So yeah, this is probably a summer and spring fragrance, almost more spring than summer. I thought this was going to be really summery. I mean, ocean, but Ocean Noir, I guess. So it's kind of a deeper, you know, almost like a Prada Luna Rosa ocean, you know, kind of that darker, more than just a Acqua di Gio, very light summery fragrance. This is a little more versatile. It's got a little bit of that sweetness, a little bit of depth to it. So it's more of a spring. You could not pull this off in winter. Maybe you could pull it off in fall. It's very office safe. blind buy safe, definitely. It's not going to be too many insulting notes. I mean, again, the only iffy one would have been that seaweed, but I don't even smell the seaweed, so we're in the clear with that one. Yeah, that's really nice. I'm gonna give it maybe 9 out of 10. Yeah, 9 out of 10. Nothing, it's not a 9.5, you know, but it is very nice. Presentation was great. I really like the atomizer. As far as the bottle, it's nothing too crazy. I'm not too crazy about it, and the collar for the atomizer comes up a little bit, so there's just a tiny bit of lipping there, which annoys me a little bit. Just sort of might trigger your OCD a little bit, but that's okay. Other than that, presentation's pretty solid, 8.5 presentation, but the smell inside is actually very nice. So yeah, I would recommend checking it out. Let me know what you think in the comments about the Gent Sense ones, because I was thinking about it. I know there's like a couple, maybe there's like 3 of them. Tell me if they're any good or not, because I know this was one of the companies that he did a couple of those kind of collabs, but I know this was one of the companies he did a couple of them with. So let me know what you think of those ones. Let me know what you think of this one, if you're familiar with it or if you've gotten your nose on it before. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.